So D.L. Lang is the current Poet Laureate of Vallejo, California. She is the author of 11 books, one spoken word album, and the editor of Verses, Voices, and Visions of Vallejo. Her poems have been anthologized in the Benicia First Tuesday Poets Anthology, Light and Shadow, Marin Poetry Center Anthology, Volume 21, and in A Poet's Cedar, Friday Evening Liturgy Through the Eyes of Poets. Her work has also been published in the Benicia Herald, Jewish Journal, Poets Are Heroes magazine, and on reformjudaism.org. Lang has been a featured act at several events and poetry shows across the Bay Area. She has won ribbons and rosettes at the Alameda, Marin, San Mateo, and Solano County Fairs. Her poems have been transformed into songs, liturgy, and used as a means to advocate for causes. And she has a website, poetryebook.com. Let's welcome D.L. Lang.
Thank you, everyone. I'll be reading from these two books. These are my most recent books that were released last year, and they're for sale over there if you'd like them. Since it's Poetry Month, this is a poem about being inspired by other poets. And I see many of you in this room. Afflatus. What life is this? Sweet, self-indulgent bliss. A respite from my toils. Relaxed mind open to the thoughts golden of poets who stir my weary soul. To the persistent go the spoils. Keep sight of your dreams as they peak upon the horizon, tethering your disparate notions like a maypole in a hurricane, a whirlwind of color never to be contained. Verse is the exhaling of experience inhaled. Chase novelty, lest your head be caked with the dust of comfort. Ingest the words of those whom inspiration has touched, and soon thy muse may knock upon the door of your heart. May you be open to receiving. A while back, I took a road trip with my dad from Oklahoma to California, and this is what we saw. It's called Dust Storms May Exist. Down that Panhandle Highway, through the Rainbow Division, past Podunk and into Gray County, we rolled along into Pampletown just as a Woody song came around, stopping at Harris Drugs to have a look around. Mighty friendly folks were there to be found. We paid our respects at the Peace Memorial that shone so powerful just outside the railroad, down where the Cadillacs play as Route 66 drifts into the prairie sun rays. A traveler asked for a lift to Albuquerque, but we had no room in our jalopy, so I handed him some change and watched the freight trains as they rode into the sunset, singing their sweet melodies. In the middle of nowhere on a mountaintop highway, I listened to my favorite songster play. In awe I gazed, for perched upon the road, as clear as the day, sat the great Orion, greeting us as we climbed the horizon, passing moose and roadside attractions. Until early morn we came crashing at a dirty old classic inn, sleeping as the neon lights went flashing. Come daybreak, we headed down the road, walked down white sandy dunes to loosen our load. The dust storm warning signs recited their poetry 5 times before we grumbled our way through immigration. Why can't a man travel freely in his own nation? A while back, I was walking out on Mare Island and I saw the remains of the dormitories, and this poem started coming to me. It's called Rubble. May there come a day when all the bases are in disarray across the world, for on that day it was declared that war had become outdated and militarism passé, for the people said they had better things in store for their day. Inspired by wandering around the California Delta. The California Delta, where the bluegrass grows as butterflies dance across the country roads, where the wind turbines wave hello and smiling sunflowers dance as you go. You can get a taste of paradise in Cortland, or make a pit stop at Flag City in Lodi. You can gaze out at Mount Diablo from a Western Railway train window, stroll along the Sacramento River, down Rio Vista in eastern Solano. Take a moment to admire the Delta Loop, watching the boats as they saunter down the river, as the farm trucks load hay bales to deliver, crossing over many a river and slough, admiring the numerous drawbridges too. I wrote this one for the local organization Vallejo Together for their Unity Day Festival. It's called Vallejo Together. Here in a city of many faiths, of many peoples from many lands, both near and far, a kaleidoscope of folks, speaking a tapestry of languages that ring out in harmony across our beautiful city, as strangers become friends, all together holding hands. Under a smiling sun, we come together. We are forever tethered by these city streets, from the bridges in the south to the highways heading north, from the hills in the east to the waters of the west. We are populated by a people so sweet, working together, playing together, living together, Vallejo together, sisters and brothers, fathers and mothers, older and younger, artists, students, workers, singing, dancing, chatting, and laughing. We join in celebration of our beautiful community, joyous in our unity. Together, we are Vallejo, building up our city together with love, unity, and respect. We sit on the foundations of past centuries, growing a brighter future. This next one was inspired by hanging around the arts community. These streets of dreamers. You fired up the spark within me, igniting the wheels of my mind, inspiring a cascade of new rhymes. I feel transported to an earlier time, as though I'm now sitting in some last century salon or speakeasy, perhaps half a world away, that I know only ever found in history's pages. Hanging out in the townhouse amid the angelic acoustics, I listen in utter fascination to the whirlwind of intellectual dialogue that surrounds me in this electric, eccentric bastion of intellectualism among these gritty city streets. It's as if these scenes had dropped out of a film or book about earlier revolutionary times where artists regularly attempted to push the world forwards with every single word ever to dance upon their breath. Oh, that all could see such dreams with a welcoming heart, and that they may soon drip their paint onto the canvas of reality. As I gaze upon the photographs of us gathered upon our stages, we painters, performers, and poets who so often protest heartily for justice, I only see myself standing amongst greatness, a galaxy of rising stars and sages, joyously declaring our existence as together we rise. May you all go far. The last one was inspired by a retreat I took with my sister for my synagogue. It's called Time Unkept. Time unkept keeps us whole. On the site of this old rodeo, we paused from wrestling with how the world may go. We freed ourselves from the tyranny of timekeeping, immersed ourselves in the wonder, defining our own meaning, and in it found the connection we all had been seeking. Perhaps this space shall with its calm bring the strength for us all to free what needs freeing, just as we freed our souls with art, dance, and singing. Back in time where porch swings keep the rhythm that life brings, as distant prayers echo through each heart, birthing meanings infinite as each being. A community of souls embody what God is seeing, as we brought visions of peace into being, attempting to capture holy moments so fleeting. We each attempted to define the divine, hoping for answers amid holy daydreaming, finding wisdom woven into song, multiple choice, complete acceptance beyond right or wrong, falling into the arms of love. Thank you, everyone. I would like to take a 10-minute break to allow you to purchase books, and also Myra here has brought a copy of the anthology. So if you're a contributor to that, please sign it because she would like to donate it to the Venetia Library. And then we'll come back for an open mic. And if you haven't signed up for the open mic, there's a list on that back table over there. So, thank you.